Okay, so this is an interesting one. Sonic Stance asks about Uncharted, which should have started production in the next couple weeks, but that ain't happening. If Uncharted is delayed, and that affects essentially Spider-Man 3 to miss some deadlines, can Disney sue Sony, and can the two get into a legal battle because of pretty much what's happened between the two? Because
right, the straight answer is no.
Because
extenuating circumstances.
Exactly.
And that was actually a question that the moment you and I started talking about the unfortunate postponing of everything, I actually lit up. I was like, oh, does this mean Spider-Man can come home? And you're like, technically no, because it's not Sony's fault. It's the world did this. And so it is, yes, I would have loved to have Spider-Man rights 100% back home to Marvel, but it's not Sony's fault. If Sony was like, nah, we're just not going to make this movie, and it was their own, like, yes, we're the ones postponing it, then yes, they would have gone back.
Also, it's not technically, they still are making a movie. It's in pre-production.
Exactly.
Development on a Spider-Man movie is happening, so there's nothing to stop.
Right now, I guarantee the script is being written despite the fact they can't, so it's like, it's just
movies and TV shows aren't being currently made. Mm-hmm. Things are still happening behind us. Like, think how amazing it is for Sam Raimi right now. It's like, I only had a couple of months. I now have God knows how long to write up this strange
He's
movie.
like, I got, I don't know, 4 extra months now to complete a perfect script. Okay,
it's we'll never have to worry about that movie just being the old one. It's clearly going to be vastly different.
And here's the thing too, like we're saying, there's so much that goes into the pre-production. You first have to have a script. Then you have to have multiple script rewrites because you have to have an entire vision. You have storyboarding. You have if we have this character played by this actor, then this one with this. But what if we can't get this one? Should we change this one? Like, there's so much happening in the background.
See, I'm glad you brought that up, because right now we're in that scenario where, let's say 5 months from now, Hollywood is kickstarting back up. Everything's back on schedule. Well, bad news, because Spider-Man 3 now has to start shooting later because Uncharted's got to shoot in front of it. Now they got to move entire schedules because Tom Holland was going to star in something that shoots in the fall. So, again,
swap those two around.
Right.
Like the Spider-Man first.
And other actors are now going to have to adjust everything. Studios will have to adjust everything one for one. So there's going to be a lot of complications from this. So I think
the next few years for movies are screwed.
Oh, everything's going to be falling apart. It's...
And not really... Here's the thing. I don't feel like it's going to be falling apart. There's going to be a lot of things that are delayed. Like, we talked about this last time. How people are like, well, if Marvel can't put Black Widow out when it's supposed to come out, then why don't you put Black Widow here, and then put... You can't do it that way. What will happen is these lower-end movies, those are going to be the movies that just get completely pushed out till infinity and beyond. Say like right now, if Bloodshot was one of those movies that were in pre-production. I only say that because it's a movie that we know is coming out. But imagine...
It is out.
It is out, yeah. So, imagine Bloodshot 2. Here you go. Just let me finish.
Sony's going to have to imagine that.
Boy, we're really playing fantasy right now.
Okay. Imagine Bloodshot does well with this whole on-demand thing.
Sure.
And they're like, we're going to make a sequel. But Vin Diesel has to have...
He's got to do Guardians.
He has to do Guardians.
And
Fast and the Furious. So, Fast and the Furious is his primary. That would be first. Marvel's and Guardians would be second, because that's luckily just voicing over, and he could probably do that from the privacy of his own home. He doesn't actually have to go into a studio for it. So those two movies would have to come out first. So if Sony was like, you know what, we greenlit, because they like to greenlight everything, we greenlight Bloodshot 2 to come out in 2022. Oh, well, these two movies come precedent, and
Right.
they are now 7 months delayed.
Right, because of contractual, you can't just jump ahead of things that are
Yeah.
already established, and that's a thing. And
Well, here's the thing: he could do the voice of Groot on the set of Bloodshot. It doesn't matter where.
that
he
is
goes.
true. Yeah.
We're
Right.
not getting a Bloodshot 2. It was in the...
Did
Or
you
he
get-
can
you
do the
get
voice
Groot
of Groot
acting
on
like
the set of
Bloodshot.
Fast and Furious 10. Like, it doesn't matter where he does it.
I mean, I don't know, just to look at the kind of future of what's happening, like, one misstep Disney did, but it's a smart one, they delayed all their movies, and they did not set a new release date. I know a lot of people are, like, so mad at them for not giving Black Widow a new release date, and they're using Warner Brothers as a prime example of smart, because, Warner Brothers gave Wonder Woman a new release date. Guess what? What if this isn't resolved by August 14th?
Exactly.
Then they look like idiots. So
Because here's the thing, like, give it 3 weeks, everyone's open again. People will be like, oh, look at Disney, they moved everything and there's no release date. You're going to get a second peak. That's how
Yep.
this works.
Uh-huh.
So the second peak is going to be around August. It's going to be
Exactly.
after the summer. So womp womp for that movie.
It's
If it doesn't, I'll be surprised.
same.
Well, because obviously, like, a lot of people right now, so say, like, in our area, in New England, it's still pretty cold out. So everybody's okay with being inside. In 3 to 4, or like 2 to 3 months, we're going to finally have our nice weather. Meaning, people aren't going to listen, and they're going to get outside, because we've already had 4 months.
People literally already don't listen.
Yeah.
I kid you not, the second that Boris announced the UK's on lockdown, the sun came out.
Yeah, right?
It's like, oh, pollution has already stopped. I'm like, yay, it's sunny.
Like, so this is an extremely hard time, and not just for us, but it is also for the industry, because
Everybody.
nobody knows. Literally, some miracle could happen, and in April, my birth month, everybody's happy and everybody's resolved, and we're finally moving forward. Fantastic, because that's a lot more ahead of schedule than we thought it would be.
I mean, America's opened April, so you're fine.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. We just kind of have to take all of this a day by day and just see how everybody's able to adapt. And that is kind of what we have to do. We can't like just throw up our hands up in the air and be like, oh, well, we can't do this. So you adapt. You figure out other ways. So right now, all these studios and all these companies are making it so the day that they're able to record again, they're already ready. You can have some of your costume designers in their own homes doing things. You can have voiceover actors already doing voiceovers in the privacy of their homes. Like, there's so much that right now they could be doing without having the worry of, oh wait, I had 10 meetings today, I can't do any script writing. They can now do so much more to prepare themselves for the day that the world goes, hey, guess what? You can go back in the studio again. So I feel like, yes, it's going to set certain things back, but by the time that we're ready, we're ready.
I mean, what I found funny was, like, looking at, the news around the world, they're like, oh, we were about to start shooting The Flash in a couple weeks. Wah, wah, wah.
Mm-hmm.
And what's going to happen with Black Adam? The Rock's going to be Black Adam for another 6 years before that movie comes out. He'll literally have been cast for 20 years by the time that movie's out. That's impressive.
I mean, if it comes out in 2027, yeah, it would be 20.
It will be 2027 at this pace. Like, oh,
But like,
my
here's
God.
the thing: no one has the answers to it. All this
No.
is just pure like speculation and opinion based. So, if anyone says they have the answers,
They don't.
they got they're a fortune teller then.
yeah. So
Yeah.
like people saying like, oh, this is smart. It's like, no, you can't say it's smart because you have no idea. No one does. Like, you can speculate saying it's a smart move. Can't say for sure it's smart.
Exactly. So yeah, that's kind of our thoughts on that. Obviously, when Hollywood kicks itself back up, and so does the rest of the world, we'll have updates because everybody's going to be announcing what the plans are. So there'll be plenty of
I
content.
look forward to Black Widow on Disney Plus in April.
There we go. I'm gonna hold you to this one. If it strikes April, I don't know what the last month day.
It's not going to be April because they're not going to go by the UK release date. They'll 100% go by the US.
Oh, the US, yeah. Fine, you got till May 7th.
Marvel,
there we go.
You have always launched something on my birthday. It has been a multiple years in a row. Marvel has always launched something on my birthday. Come on, guys, you got a couple weeks. What's coming on my birthday?
This sounds like a privilege.
What's coming on your birthday? The reboot of Daredevil. That's what.
I'm gonna say nothing comes out in January. Put something out. Put Black Widow out in January. Marvel, do it.
Everybody's still in hibernation when it comes to January.
Look, for years, all I had to look forward to on my birthday was, yay! There's a new Dynasty Warriors. I'm excited.
Nothing.
It was better than nothing, but it was Dynasty Warriors.
You have every good video game now on your birthday.
Yeah, I do. So. Yeah, we'll get back to this when everything gets... So thank you for taking the time to watch that video. If you guys would like more content that we offer here for channel members, which you guys can check out in the little join button down below, we do offer additional content, such as exclusive podcasts and topic discussions, our gaming podcast, Star Wars TV series reviews, Marvel show reviews, DC Universe, and CW reviews. We offer personal vlogs, backlog reviews of TV shows and movies, video game topics, and Q&As. And of course, in one of our best tiers, we offer audio commentaries on TV shows and movies, along with a bunch of other stuff you guys can check out just by clicking that join button and seeing what is on offer.